Hello, everyone, and welcome to Diversity Impact webinar video. Today, my guest is Zelima Ledesma. She's Office Depot's Senior Manager for Sustainability. She helps set direction for environmental policies, defines sustainability metrics, and helps integrate a wide range of sustainability programs into all major functional areas of the organization. Mrs. Ledesma came to Office Depot over 15 years ago as a B2B account manager, and her passion for sustainability and sustainable products grew from her role in the merchandising organization as an environmental products and reporting analyst. Mrs. Ledesma received her Bachelor of Science degrees in Marketing and International Business and Trade from Florida Atlantic University. She currently resides in Boynton Beach, Florida, with her husband and two daughters. Zelima, thank you so much for being with us. First of all, what is your background and role at Office Depot?
At Office Depot for 16 years now, and I've held various different roles within the company, and really that led me to what I do now. So it was in B2B sales, merchandising, and that got me into environmental products within merchandising, and then now I am in sustainability strategy. And basically my role now, you can describe it as I help initiate and integrate and communicate all of the environmental programs that we have at Office Depot. And that is by bringing together the core functions such as merchandising, purchasing, construction and facilities, and marketing to really help tell our story. And that's through our disclosures, whether it's a Carbon Disclosure Project platform that we use, EcoVadis that we report into, customer RFPs or customer requests for information in terms of surveys and questionnaires that they send us around our environmental programs and sustainability programs. And then also I play a key role in putting together our corporate sustainability report, which again helps tell the story for Office Depot in terms of what we're doing in sustainability across the company. Mm-hmm. And then additionally, in addition to the disclosure and communications and really just helping integrate and those programs is really ensuring that we have a strong program and solutions in place for our customers to meet their own purchasing goals as well.
How would you describe Office Depot's ESG program?
We use the triple bottom line approach, and we have been for many years, and that really describes sustainability as people, planet, and prosperity. And a lot of times you think sustainability, people associate that with environment, but I think that's changing a lot. And as you said, now it's becoming more ESG is the term that's being used, but really, the program does focus on not just environment, but also what are we doing with our own associates as well as our local communities? How are we taking care of them? And then in order for us to be able to take care of our communities and our environment, we also need to be prosperous in what we do as a business.
How would you differentiate the CSE program from others in your industry?
So Office Depot is unique in that we really use the 5C culture to drive our initiatives. That includes what we do around ESG. So 5C culture is described by it's caring, communication, customer, change, and challenge. So everything that we do, and creativity, I believe, is one as well. Everything that we do is takes that into account. We also have some internal goals that are tied to our executive compensation, which is huge, right? So in order for us to meet our goals and for the company to really get behind and associates to get behind the initiatives that we have in place, there's monetary incentives tied to the entire company. So that's really unique, and that's really a big deal and a big win for ESG overall for the company.
Do you have any success stories?
customers are a big reason why we do a lot of what we do around ESG. It's a lot of it is customer driven. Our customers look for partners who they can trust that's going to help them meet their own sustainability goals. And so we put a lot of effort and time into ensuring that the resources are in place for them to have that available to meet their goals, whether it's products or services or just really understanding how to put together a green purchasing program. So we have tools such as a digital green book. We have a green purchasing guide that they can also use to help their program along. And we have dedicated solutions manager that is alongside their journey through the green purchasing that we provide in solutions. So we engage them all day, every day, and see how we can help meet their needs.
How are you driving innovation in the supply chain from a sustainability standpoint, especially in this pandemic?
The pandemic was a really big eye-opener, right? For I think a lot of us, a lot of businesses, and Office Depot was really great at being able to pivot what we were doing and act quickly and bring in some of the products that we knew that our customers needed. And so that's all the PPE programs that we put in place and all the products that we were able to bring in to meet those customer needs. Within the sustainability space and what we do as to be a responsible corporation is really ensure that the suppliers that we're bringing in those products from are vetted, right? So we in order to bring something in from private brand, we have a supplier compliance program. So work really closely with our supplier compliance manager so that they can onboard the new suppliers that were going to help us bring those products onto the marketplace that we were then in turn going to sell to our customers.
And what metric are you using to measure the success of your ESG program?
We capture a lot of metrics. Most and the most visible ones, I would say, it's around greenhouse gas emissions, our energy consumption, waste generated. Also, green product sales are a big indicator for us to understand, right, how well we're doing with our programs and that we're actually able to sell those green products. We do have some public-facing goals, and the public-facing goals we've exceeded this year, and they were out to the end of this year, and that's around our energy consumption of facilities. We also have a goal around our transportation fuel emissions and fuel consumption, as well as cube utilization, so ensuring that we are delivering boxes in the least amount of trucks to ensure less greenhouse gas emissions.
Can you elaborate more on the 5 C's?
5C culture is what drives what we do. It's really what we live by, and it stands for customer, commitment, change, caring, and creativity. And so when we are working on initiatives, right, we tie that into how does this affect our customer? What does this do to the commitments we've made? Let's not be afraid of change. What do we have to do in order to either improve our associates' lives, our communities, our environment? Caring is a big leg for us too. We care for our environment. We care for our local communities, for our supplier diverse program. There's so many other different things that can fall under that. And then creativity, right? Let's get creative. How can we solve the issues and create programs that may be different from what we've done in the past?
What are some of the biggest challenges managing this initiative?
The biggest challenges, I think, is that it does take a lot to create this culture, right? Not everybody is interested per se in ESG or doesn't know how to talk to it. So our biggest challenge is really being able to reach the vast associates base that we have. We have thousands, almost 30,000 associates. So how do we ensure that we are using all the communication avenues that we can in order to promote and make everyone aware of the sustainability initiatives that we do have, and then have everybody come on board and be as excited as we are to join forces and be able to create those change to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions, make an impact on climate change and our local communities.
What is the lesson here for future generations, and what can we learn?
think it's really that everything we do contributes to the bigger picture, right? Whether you're an individual or you're a big corporation, all of the actions that you take on a daily basis really will be what creates the impact as a collaborative effort. Not one person, not one company can make the difference, but everything we do will make the biggest difference in that. So a lot of times I hear, well, why does it matter if I put my plastic bottle in the recycling bin? Well, because if everybody does it, I mean, imagine what that's going to do, right? So it's just something that I think we need to really keep a focus on is climate change is definitely something that's affecting all of us, and it will continue to affect us all if we don't all contribute towards it.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Programs and solutions in place that we have for our customers, including our Greener Office rating system, which is, I think, something that's very unique to Office Depot and a competitive advantage for us because our reporting is state of the art, and we're able to really show a customer their purchasing habits, and then specifically what areas and what categories they can focus on to drive those purchasing, to drive greener purchasing within different categories and help them reach their goals. Because I mean, ultimately, we have a lot of products that are eco-conscious, and that is what helps drive some of these goals for our customers.
Thank you very much for your time, and be safe and well. Take care.